So I know we have some time for some questions, is that right? I got to lead in the polls, I believe, by running under the wild assumption that you want to know where I stand on all the issues. So you can ask me any question and you will get a straight answer, because I believe that I should win on the merit of my ideas in this race. The young lady in the front.
What message are you going to take regarding guns?
So the question is, what's the message and my position on guns? So, I'm a supporter of the Second Amendment. I was the best shot in my family. I grew up around guns. But I also graduated high school the year of the Columbine shooting. And I've been waiting my entire adult life to see Congress act and do very basic things like pass universal background checks, ban weapons of war. And instead we decided in this country to teach a generation of young people to learn how to play dead in their classrooms. Like, that seemed like the more logical solution to some of our politicians. So I not only support the things that we believe we can get Republicans maybe to agree with, but I also support the March for Your Lives peace plan led by the young people out of Stoneman Douglas High School that have put forward real policy solutions we have seen work not just in other countries, not just in this country, but in other countries. So I support a ban on weapons of war, and I believe if you support a ban, then you must support a buyback. Because if we believe these weapons of war don't belong in the hands of civilians, well, there are already millions in circulation, and we need to get them out of our communities so that our families, our children can be safe wherever they find themselves. And can people also share their name? I would love to know.
Sorry, John Schlater. I was working on a county commissioner race many years ago and learned some statistics. One of them is that Tarrant County is the key to flipping Texas permanently blue. If we increase the eligible but non-participatory Hispanic voters in Tarrant County, if that number was increased just a few percentage points, we would have 2 to 3 more city council seats that are Hispanic controlled and a Hispanic mayor of Fort Worth. And then also Tarrant County would go blue and Texas would never go back. How do we increase that vote?
So John asked a really good question about how we actually increase the Hispanic vote, especially here in Tarrant County. And I believe too that Tarrant County is a bellwether for the rest of the state. And it's demographically very representative of how the rest of the state looks as well in this county. So, at Jolt, I was looking at the demographics of the state, right? We should already be blue based on our demographics, but demographics are not destiny. You must invest in these communities to get them out to vote. So what I wrote in Beto's campaign plan was about knowing what the issues were. You spend time knowing what the issues are of the community. You have to also do voter registration in the Hispanic community. You can't just do mobilization because we are the youngest ethnic group of any ethnic group, so most of our voting power lies under the age of 30, and it's all progressive, nearly all Democrats. And so we need to spend time with young Hispanic voters, registering them, telling them about where the candidates stand. And then we need to go out and knock on their doors and get them out to vote. Usually, many candidates that run statewide assume that demographics are destiny. And they don't go spend time until the month before election knocking on the doors of registered Hispanic voters who have never seen them, who don't know who they are, and don't know where they stand on the issues. There is a generation, especially in the state. In 2016, there were 400,000 new Hispanic voters that came out and voted in 2016. In 2018, we saw another big rise, 250%. Most of them are voting because they hate Donald Trump. But many of them do not know, especially younger people, the difference between a Democrat and Republican, besides John Cornyn. So I give this example of this young man that just joined our campaign, Matthew Lopez. My last organization registered him to vote. He registered for the first time and voted in 2018, 24 years old. And he came on our campaign to be our videographer. And he was like, "It's so cool I'm on your Senate campaign, Cristina. Who's John Cornyn?" And I pulled up a picture of him. He said, "I've never seen that guy. I don't know who he is." That is actually a huge portion of the electorate. So part of the reason I was asked to run by some of the folks that ran Beto O'Rourke's campaign, because Republicans got rid of straight ticket voting, is we need a candidate that's going to inspire people that looks like them, that understands their story, and is going to get them to see their power. So it's going to take money, time, investment, and my campaign's doing that already now. And when we make it to the general, that is not going to be an afterthought, that's going to be a primary strategy of how we win.